Hey, everybody. It's Ian Bagg. Hello, everybody. It's producer and host Ian Bagg of Around the Bag. Hey, guys. How you doing? Let's get it in here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Everybody's coming in. Hola, Stacy. Lindsay, hello. Jeff Upton, nice to see you. Matt Sietze, good to see you. Jeff Upton, nice to see you. Kevin Boltz, nice to see you. Got your regular cast in. Make sure you guys share this. Brian Johnson, nice to see you. And Alma, nice to see you. Guys, we're going to start it up. We got Joe Bartnick tonight. We got Casey tonight, and I'm going to screw up her last name, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to make her say it first before I say it. And then we have this guy's last name is hard to say, Josh Nelson. Josh Nelson is here. I was touching too many buttons and I took myself right out, guys. Good to see y'all. We're going to start it out. I can tell it's going to be a good show when I'm taking myself right out of these things. We got a private church. Hey, guys, here's a nice thing. You know what we try tonight? If you have a question, private chat me a question, guys. And if I like your question, I will put it in there. Private chat me a question, and I'll throw it up there. Let's start the show. If you want to give, if you guys want to donate to the show, if you want to donate to the show, go to Venmo, Ian-Bag. All proceeds will go back into helping the show grow bigger. Oh, Polly, easy there, fella. Easy there, fella. We don't feel like donating. That's my friends right there. Hey, guys, 6:02. Let's start this motherfucker. Let's start her. Oh, boy, guys. What an exciting night. Big show brought to you by Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce, the sauce that makes you feel dirty and saucy. Hey, everybody, it's Ian Bagg. Get ready for him. Here's Ian Bagg. Welcome to Around the Bag, the show the whole world's talking about. It's known from Japan all the way over to Honolulu, Hawaii, all the way over to Los Angeles, California. What a big show we got to you tonight. We got Casey, we got Joe, we got Josh. Everybody's going to love it tonight, my friends. Ask your questions, send your questions. Oh, my God. Here's how the show works. We got 3 rounds. The first round, I ask just questions. They answer individually. Second round is Pick It, where I give them the option and they have to pick one. Third round is Excitementville. It is championship round where they go head to head. Let's start up the show and bring everybody in. Please welcome Casey. Big hand for Casey, everybody.
Hey,
Casey, welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
Everybody, welcome to the show. Josh Nelson, welcome to the show. Casey, first of all, tell me how to say your last name, and then tell everybody all about you.
Okay, it's Balsham. So Casey Balsham, and I apologize for that. It does. It sounds like throw up.
No, it doesn't. It sounds fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm living in New York City. I've got a podcast called Not Another True Crime Podcast on the Betches Network. That's really fun. Thank you. And I put out my first album last year called Son of a Barb. So that's available.
What instrument do you play? I'm on fire. I'm so funny. It's crazy. Welcome to the show. Have fun, Casey. You're going to have a great time. I feel like you might win. Joe, tell us all about you.
Hey, everybody. I'm Joe Bartnick. I've been doing comedy for about 23 years.
Congratulations.
I host the Puck Off podcast about hockey. I got to play Mascot with Bill Burr, and my comedy special was supposed to be shot in August, but who the hell knows right now. And I'm playing for my dog because she's hungry.
Awesome. Good work. Welcome to the show, Joe. Have a great time. I feel like you're going to do well, and you might win. Let's go to Josh Nelson, everybody. Josh, tell us all about you.
How are we doing? My name is Josh Nelson. I'm in San Diego. I'm going to start a podcast someday. And what else? I got an album called Anal Beads and Mac and Cheese.
Anal beads and mac and cheese. My God. Yep. I say start with the mac and cheese and then go to the anal beads. Let's continue on. Guys, it's the first question. The first question is the same every night. We start out easy. The first question is, how do you like your eggs? That's the first question. How do you like your eggs? Let's go to a guy without very good internet. Joe, how do you like your eggs?
I love my eggs dippy.
Dippy? All right, good answer, Joe. I like it. I love the timing on Joe. I feel like he's coming in from a satellite from the moon. My God. Casey, how do you like your eggs?
Scrambled with all the hot sauce on them.
Scrambled with all the hot sauce.
All of them.
I like it. Fantastic. Josh, how about you?
Scrambled and cut up in slices.
Scrambled and cut up into slices. Oh my God, sounds like somebody still lives with their mom. Oh my God. Let's give some points away. 11 points for Casey for all the hot sauces. 11 points for Joe for being on dial-up. 11 points for Josh for living with his mom. Fantastic. I like this. Dell just points in from the fridge. He likes his eggs from the fridge. Fantastic answer there for from the fridge. Can somebody do a wellness show? Can somebody do a wellness check on Joe? Just to let you know there, Matt Yates, Joe has just gotten out of the hospital. That is not him. That is his internet. He's doing just fine. Oh, my God. Here's the next question. This one gets a little tough. By the way, M. Betty, Dippy Rules right there coming in from Twitch. Dippy Rules. I like it. Twitch is in the house tonight. Fantastic. Guys, what size of shoe do you wear? What size of shoe do you wear? Let's start out with you, Casey.
I wear a size 10 in women's. It's very big, and they actually don't make my size in Europe for women. So, fun fact. I always try to buy funny European shoes, and my feet are too big for the Europeans.
Oh, good for you, not existing in Europe.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I like it. Josh, what size of shoe do you wear?
I wear size 13, but they're way too big.
Size 13, but they're too big for you. Trying to scare off the neighbors when you leave them outside. Joe, how big are your feet?
I wear an 11 or a 12. It really depends on what Ross has.
11 or a 12 depends on what Ross has. I'm pretty sure that's the same place he got his internet. Let's give Joe 12, Josh 13, Casey 10. Women's, that would be 7 men, so 7 for Casey. Oh, my God. This show is good, and it is tight. It is tight so far. It's just like Joe wearing a pair of shoes that don't fit him. It is tight. Guys, here's a question for you that's going to get deep, and we're going to find out what kind of person you are. Who is your biggest fan? Who is your biggest fan? Let's start out with Joe Bartnick. It's going to take you a second to click in. Fantastic, Joe. I love it.
But that answer's the best. The best
Junior.
answer.
He loves me.
Who loves you? I'm sorry. He didn't freeze up once while we were doing the whole warm-up thing.
No.
That's just awesome. I'm going to go to Casey. Casey, who do you think Joe's biggest fan is?
Junior.
Who do I think Joe's biggest fan is? Cancer, apparently. No, I'm just kidding, Joe. No, heart attack. That's what I was going to say. No, internet. No, I think Joe's biggest fan is whoever he said, some guy named Dippy.
Somebody named Dippy. Casey, who's your biggest fan? That's the question we want to know.
I think it's a kid named AJ. I don't know where he is, but he comments. He sure comments a lot, and I love it.
He loves it. He loves you. You love it. It's fantastic. Josh, who's your biggest fan?
It's this person named Ann on Twitter. They favorite and retweet everything I do, and nobody else does anything. So it's Ann for sure.
Ann on
Never
Twitter. A-N-N or A-N?
A-N-N.
Oh, she's definitely Filipino. Definitely Filipino. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Maybe Joe Bartnick. Let's see if nope, he's not back yet. Well, he was trying to get back in. Oh my goodness. We'll kick him from the studio and see what happens. Kick guest, and then he'll come back. Oh my God. I'm going to say Joe's biggest fan is his family. His daughter. His daughter's his biggest fan. Let's give Joe 110 points for that one, for coming out of the doldrums and just being fantastic. ANN, I'm going to give you 35 to Josh. Casey, AJ is his name. What the hell? He's going to give you 69 points, girl. 69 points. That got creepy as shit right there. Let's continue on. You take it and you give it. That's what that one's all about. Oh, I love it. Oh, boy. Here's a nice question that Joe might get back for, but we'll never know. What is the weakest part of your body? Let's start out with you, Josh Nelson.
My ears.
Oh, nice. His ears. I like this. Adam Oliver just come flying in. Nice faux hawks, Ian. Nice faux hawk. It is not a faux hawk. It is actually what I've cut my hair into. That is not faux. That is real. Just what I was trying for was I'm trying to look like the park's not open. That's what I look like right there. The park's not open. Nice try, Adam, but I took myself down way better than you did. Let's go to Casey. What is the weakest part of your body? Oh, I just took you out. Sorry.
Oh, no, back. I got no abs these days. I can't sit up for shit.
Can't say you're built like a French bulldog. That's what I say.
That's what. Yeah, it's been said before. Thank you so much.
When you get on your back, you're just stuck. You're nothing but head. 9/10 head.
It's all legs. Yep, it's all leg work.
I may have just gotten a message from Joe. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. He just said, "I don't care." What the hell? Let's have Brian Irwin fill in for Joe until he gets back. Brian, you're filling in for Joe.
Woo!
That's fantastic.
But
when
I'm
Joe gets back. But I'm not lit. Brian, what's the weakest part of your body? No. What's the weakest part of Joe's body?
Weakest part of Joe's body?
All your answers will be for Joe.
Knowing Joe, I would say it's his neck.
His neck.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give some points away. I got to find my pen. I don't know what I did with my pen. I got all excited and threw it someplace. Oh, there it is. Right there. I'm going to give Casey 117 for being honest. Josh, 4 for being a dick. Brian, 75 for Joe. Nowhere to be found. Joe is just out like grandma walking around in the neighborhood. Nobody knows where he is. Let's move on to the next question. Maybe he'll be back at the end of this round. This is a nice one. Who was your best friend when you were 12? Who was your best friend when you were 12? That's right. We check memories on this show. Cody Bear says, my legs are the weakest part of my body. I don't know, Cody. I've seen some of your answers. I'm pretty sure it's your brain. Let's continue on. Who's your best friend when you were 12? What the hell, Brian? Who was Joe's best friend when he was 12? Even though
it was Joe Bartnick, his invisible friend. Joe and JoJo.
Joe and JoJo. Oh my God, that is the most Pittsburgh answer I've ever heard. JoJo. Casey, who was your best friend when you were 12?
A girl named Maggie who couldn't spell very well.
Why couldn't she spell very well? Explain.
I don't know. She just would always make me recopy her letters for her. It was a weird relationship we had.
So she would write a letter and then you would have to redo them and then she would send
or like her homework. Yeah.
Oh my God, it sounds like you were used. Your best friend was using you. Sadly, that girl's probably still misspelling tweets right now. Josh?
Probably my brother, just in case he's watching, was my best friend. Definitely.
Your brother was your best friend. That is fantastic. Yeah. I'm going to give them all 0 points. Your best friend was Ernie and Bert when you were 12. That's who everybody loved. Yeah. That's Sesame Street. 0 for everybody. Blind hostility comes flying out. Holy fuck, Ian. You get 1,000 points for the Cody Bear answer. I love it when I get 1,000 points in my own game. 0 points for everybody else. Oh, then Cody makes me feel bad. My dad was my best friend when I was 12. Sadly, his dad left when he was 13. Anyways, let's continue on to the next one. Guys and girls, I wish Joe was here to play for himself, but meanwhile, Brian Irwin plays for Joe. If you were going to own a sports team, what would you name that sports team? What would they be called? I know what I'd call my Seattle hockey team. They'd be called the Seattle Virus. That's what I would call them. What would you call your sports team? Casey, I'm going to start out with you.
I would, I'd call it maybe the San Francisco Cheese.
San Francisco cheese?
Just the cheese. I'm from San Francisco. I love cheese. The San Francisco cheese.
I can see why that girl had you do a lot of spelling for you. I can see why.
I'm very smart. Yeah.
Kim Meyer just comes flying in 10 minutes later. No 12-year-old was ever watching Sesame Street. A lot of angry there. It sounds like she grew up early. Brian, what would you call your sports team?
The Pittsburgh JoJo Mullets.
The Pittsburgh JoJo Mullets. I love it. Half of that name's right. Josh, what would you name your team?
It's easy. The California Burritos.
The California Burritos.
That's good.
There we go. I like it. I like the way you think that the teams wouldn't be from a town in California, that there's not enough population, so it'd have to be all one state and they'd have to share something.
We got it all.
Just to let you know, Joe has checked in like 6 different times from 6 different things right here. I'm going to kick this one out right there. Oh,
go ahead and put Joe in. Take me out.
Okay, I'm going to put Joe in, take Brian out. Oh, this game is just very tough. I got to take Brian out, remove from the studio. Joe, are you welcome back? Are you there?
You sound clear now. I apologize.
No, thank you. Idea. Your team, the last question was, what would you call your sporting team if you owned a sporting team? Somebody called it the Mullets. Would you like to refer to your team as something else?
I like the Mullets.
I knew you would. That's right.
Business on top, party in the back, baby.
Just like your internet. Just like your fantastic. I'm going to give cheese is fantastic. I'm going to give 7,500 points to Casey for 7,500 points for saying cheese, the San Francisco cheese. Josh says the California burritos. I think he's a little bit over his head there. He's a little bit over his skis. So I'm going to give him 2,600 points. Joe got the mullet. Wasn't even here for the question. What the hell? I'll give you 10 grand for showing up and just grinning. That's fantastic. 10 grand. Cody Bear gets involved. The Codyville thunderstorms. Sounds like somebody farts a lot. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Guys, here's my last question of this round. How do old men get young girls? I see it a lot of times, right? Just old guys with young women. How does it happen? Joe, you're one of those guys.
Yeah, very strong tongue.
Very strong tongue. I like it. Nothing like a young girl. Oh, my. Josh, what's your answer?
It's obviously a really good personality, Ian.
Good personality on an old man. Casey, how do old men get young women?
Well, Joe, Ian, they buy them.
They buy
them for sure. Yes.
Fantastic. 0 points for Josh. 0 points for Joe. 1 billion points for Casey for coming in hard. 1 billion points for saying they buy them. That is the end of the first round. What a good round. First round was brought to you by Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky, proving that the shirt doesn't matter as long as your hair is cool. Wayne Gretzky, proud sponsor of Around the Bag since 1985. Let's continue on to round number 2. Round number 2. Here's a nice question. Have you ever broken a bone? Have you ever broken a bone? Josh?
Many. Yes.
Many. Name 2.
Broke 3 bones in my foot.
3 bones in your foot. Holy shit. Yeah. Sounds like you're older than I thought. That's an old man disease right there.
I did it in high school, not now.
Oh, Jesus. Sounds like you might want to have a glass of milk every so often. I'm not talking 1%. Get that homo into you. Hey! Casey, have you ever broken a bone?
I've never broken a bone.
You've never broken a bone?
No, I've fallen many times, but bones just stay together.
Good for you.
How.
You know what
Thank
it
you
is?
so much.
It's all that cheese you love. That's what's going on right there.
It is. A lot of vitamin D strength.
Joe, how about you?
I've broken bones in a lot of women, Ian.
You've broken bones in a lot of women. Oh, my God. I think we should all just throw up right now. That was fantastic. We're just having a nice little game there, and Joe just got pervy right there. Proved why old men have to have money to get young ladies. Oh, good answer. I'm going to give Joe, I'm giving you 72 points for that. Casey, I'm going to give you, you've never used your copay, so I'm going to give you full points. 150,000 points for that. Josh, 3 bones in your foot. I'm going to give you 10 grand. 10 grand, Josh. Fantastic. Let's move on to the next question. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Let's start out with you, Joseph. You don't seem like you're afraid of things.
I'm afraid of pit bulls.
Pit bulls! God damn it. Oh, sounds like somebody was a mailman in their previous life. Joe nicknamed himself the Bone. I like it. Josh, what are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of being afraid. And that's about it.
Afraid of being afraid. You should try being naked and afraid. You'd be very frightened by that. Casey, what are you afraid of?
I don't do pigeons.
Really? You're afraid of the winged rat?
They startle, and I just can't take it. I don't like the startling.
Oh, I like it. And Joe's gone. We've lost Joe. Fantastic. In the middle of that, Joe just left. Oh, let's just see what else everybody. Rejection. Chris is scared of rejection. Max is zombie clowns from outer space, so I think you'll be fine. Oh, and look who's back. It's Joe. Joe is back. Let's see if Joe is back. Oh, nope, Joe is not back. Sorry, I apologize. Joe was back for a second. He's not back. Cody, I'm afraid of saying Ian Bagg, I don't have any brains. I think you just proved you're not afraid of that. Let's put Joe in. There, Joe's back. 22 points, Joe, for being afraid of pit bulls. Josh Nelson, what were you afraid of?
Being afraid.
Being afraid. 7,500 points for that. Oh, I just spit across the room. Be afraid of COVID. Casey, you said pigeons. You have dirty, filthy little things. What the hell? I'm gonna go with the bird people for this. 15 points. A little disappointed in that answer. 15 points. You've been kicking ass so far, and then you just came across, just punched the birds right in the face for no reason.
It's very real fear.
Oh, here's a neat question. The last ones have been nice. This one's neat. Why do you think spell check? Whoa, Jesus Christ, I can't even say it. Why do you think spell check? Why do you think spell check changes fuck to duck? Does anybody have any reason why? I don't understand it. It doesn't help me out at all when I'm complaining about something. Why do you think it does that, Casey?
I guess that's just what Siri's horny for. Ducks.
Oh, I guess that's just the way, baby.
I don't know.
You don't know. I thought the bird woman would know. A little disappointed in that answer.
I'm sorry. I guess ducks are horny things. Horny ducks.
Ducks are horny things. Very true. Josh?
I think it's a way for the Apple people to have a little fun, for like a little prank.
Nerds having fun. Congratulations. Yep. Joe, you lose your internet a lot, so you must have no clue what we're talking about right now. Joe?
Joe's turning from a flip phone.
Shane Moore kicking me in the nut. Look at that, Shane Moore. He needs speak check. Oh, duck you mother ducker. Oh, Shane Moore. Back to you, Joe. I don't know if you're still here.
Yeah, because Apple was founded by Elmer Fudd.
Oh, Apple was founded by Elmer Fudd. Oh, look at Dell just coming in with this perfect question. Ducks have corks. Oh, Jesus, my producer said nope. Ducks have corkscrew penises. Did you know that? Did anybody know that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe that's why that. Maybe that duck horn wine. Maybe that's why they called it that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's why it's called $2 duck.
$2 duck. Yeah.
$2 duck.
I think you think about $2 Chuck there, Joe. But sounds like it's not. It's not just your internet that's off. It might be you.
I need a corkscrew to open Chuck too.
Yes, there he goes. I love it. Joe, 1,600 points. Casey, 4,400 points. Josh Nelson, 1. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Oh, my goodness. If you were going to do a TED Talk, what would your TED Talk be about? Joe, let's start with you.
It would be about being able to watch hockey on 3-speed on TiVo and still be able to know what's going on.
Fantastic. Josh?
It would be how to not get offended on the internet.
How to not get offended on the internet. Casey?
Yeah. How to passively ask your boyfriend to clean things.
How to possibly.
Passively.
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 Does he not clean
lifting up, just lifting up the toilet and being like, oh, this is dirty. I gotta go. Something like that.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. You might want to have a conversation with my wife. She complains a lot about me not picking up things and everything's always dirty. I say she's a neat freak and I'm just fine, but she's crazy. And then Blind Hostility comes in and says, yes, Josh. He doesn't like people getting offended. I love that. I'm going to give Casey minus 25. Except me. Minus 25 to Casey. Joe,
I deserve it.
You deserve it. Josh, I'm going to give you 116. Joe, I'm going to give you, let's give you 150,000 because your internet worked the best it has so far. That's 150,000 points. You have no idea where we are.
Women have a different definition of clean. That's what my wife tells me.
This is true.
Explain, Joe.
Like, I think something's clean, it's clean, but my wife wants it like, your mom's coming to town clean. Not like you can live with that kind of clean. I see. You're saying you like things clean, but your wife says, let's not get a disease off it clean. Yes. Exactly. I see. You're India. Your wife is Canada. Yes. My wife is very clean. That was creepy as shit. That 10-second interval was just creepy. I just felt like.
You're like, I've offended him.
I felt like it was in Pee Wee hockey and I was about to be molested. Is what I felt like was going to happen there. It was crazy. Matt Yates, nobody's wearing pants during this show. Nobody. He says, nobody. I like that. Cody says, amen, Joe. That's what he says. Amen, Joe. Did I give points away?
I'm a reverend.
What the hell? I'm not giving any points away on that one. I don't give a shit. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. We got a couple more questions in this round. It's 6:25 in the afternoon, 9:25 on the East Coast, 6:25 on the West Coast. Let's continue on. Kevin Bald's taking down Casey for no apparent reason. Casey's hair could survive a cyclone. Boom.
Thank you.
Oh, that was just,
Hey now.
I don't
This
know.
is my show hair. I prepared for this.
I'm going to say this right now. Kevin probably has trouble with women. I'm just saying, if that's that's the way he went after you, he's definitely got some trouble with women. Jorge's, I love Ian Bagg and I'm straight. Thank you, Jorge. I love it. He might be called George, but I like to pretend I'm from Spain. Let's continue on. This question is, which airport is better, Burbank or Long Beach? Burbank or Long Beach? Let's start out with you, Josh, because you live near neither of them.
I've been to Burbank once, so I'm going to say Burbank.
Burbank. Don't like that. Over to you, Casey.
It's Long Beach. It's Long Beach.
Correct.
Their JetBlue suitcase thing is the best.
Perfect.
Baggage claim is the word.
I was wondering what the suitcase thing was.
Suitcase thing. having a hard time.
I can see why you
threw me off.
I can see why you have a hard time asking your boyfriend to clean things because he must be confused. Is there any chance you could you clean up the swirly, take down the poo thing?
That is what we call it. It's just more of a loving term, right before we duck.
Right before we duck.
Yeah.
Did you have a swirly water poo thing? All right, then flush it. We're going to duck.
All right.
Joe, which airport?
I like Long Beach Airport, but due to traffic, no matter what is always in Long Beach, I'm going Burbank.
Always going to Burbank. Fantastic. I hear they have Wi-Fi there that you can use too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay says LBC for sure. Max says LBC for sure. Jeremiah is still on the TED Talk conversation. That's a little bit sad right there. All right, guys. That's the end of round two. Round two was very, very good. I was quite enjoying it. Round two is brought to you by who? That's right, Wayne Gretzky. If you're on the ice and you got a little bit of a boner, Wayne Gretzky, proud sponsor of Around the Bag. Wayne Gretzky, little shorts just aren't for women anymore. Wayne Gretzky, proud sponsor. All right, let's move into Pick It, guys. Wednesday night, Pick It. Let's go to it. I'm going to start with Josh, then it's going to Casey, then it'll go to Joe. You pick one of the two that I offer you. Ready? Josh? Kitchen or bathroom?
Kitchen.
Nice. Casey? Hollywood or Washington?
Hollywood.
Oh, good answer. Joe, space or ocean?
Ocean.
I thought you would have said space for sure. Josh, nasal or anal?
Nasal.
Nasal. I love it. Casey, electric shock or bamboo under the nails?
Oh, ew, bamboo under the nails.
Bamboo under the nails. Joe, sex party or sex therapy?
Party, baby.
Party. Like it there. Party at the back. Party at the top. He doesn't give a shit. Oh, look at this. Cody's answered. Bathroom, Washington, ocean. He's not keeping up. That's fantastic. Get ready for this. Round three. Josh, Casey, or Joe?
Casey.
Nice work. Didn't even stop. Good for her. Casey, Josh, or Joe?
I know Joe. I gotta go Joe. I'm sorry, Josh.
Apologizes. Joe, Josh, or Casey?
Well, I want to get booked, so I'll go Josh.
That's the smarter answer.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome.
And I know Casey's a kept woman. I know her man.
I like it. I love it. Joe's got a lot of feelings in these answers. Let's answer this one. Josh, nuts or raisins?
Nuts.
Casey, nuts or raisins?
Nuts.
Nah, Joe, nuts or raisins?
Nuts, baby.
I think you might be allergic to raisins. I love the space. Here we go. Round four. Josh, walk or run?
Walk.
Casey, 5K or 2.5 miles?
2.5 miles.
Joe, NASCAR or Grand Prix?
Grand Prix.
Oh, I like this. Here we go. Get ready. Get ready. Joe looks like he's wearing a GoPro from his couch.
I couldn't work a GoPro.
Oh my God. I love the people that come and watch this show. They're great. They're just funny people. Josh, snack mix or pretzels?
Pretzels.
Casey, strip club or gentleman's club?
Oh, strip club.
Strip club.
So fun.
Joe, puppets or clowns?
Puppets.
Oh, very nice answer. I see I scared you. Let's do some math. Blah, blah, blah. Times 5. Blah, blah, blah. Number 1, Casey in that round. Number 2, Josh. Number 3, Joe. Oh, all tight going into the championship round.
That's so rigged.
That's
so rigged.
It's not rigged. This show's not rigged. And whoever keeps putting that up, you're lying. Son of a. This show's brought to you by Mustaches. Mustaches, keeping the world clean since 1975. Mustaches. All right, guys, let's move into Super Championship Fun Round. Are you guys ready for it?
Yes.
The topic tonight is Seinfeld. The first 2 will be Josh against Joe. Josh against Joe. Ready for this question, guys? First one to answer wins. You got to answer right, too. I forgot to say that. What other show was George's father on?
Friends.
No.
King of Queens.
Joe Bartnick, King of Queens. Round 1, taking down Josh, making him hurt. Round 1 is over. Ian's looking like a lesbian. Oddly. It's a goddamn pandemic. Fucking leave me alone, you sons of bitches. God damn it. People taking me down for no apparent reason.
Faux hawk.
Casey, get ready for Joe. Are you ready for Joe? Joe? No, Casey. Yeah, Casey versus Joe. Joe. In real life, Elaine's husband was on what show? In real life. I can't remember her name.
Saturday Night Live.
Joe coming in.
Saturday
2-0. Just kicking the butts all around the corner. And I can say that because I'm an elderly lesbian. All right, everybody. Casey, you're going to go against Josh on this one.
Okay.
And this is where we're going to find out who goes against who for the final. What channel was Seinfeld on?
NBC.
NBC, Josh. I hate to say it. Casey answered first. Good night, Josh. You're out. Sit down, you punk. Sit down, you punk, you pervy mustache-wearing son of a bitch. Oh, guys. This is Joe versus Casey to find out who is the Wednesday night champion on Around the Bag. Who is the comedian that starred in the Seinfeld finale? Who is the comedian?
Barney Adams.
Wrong. Seinfeld finale.
Oh God, I don't know.
Let's continue.
John Panette.
John Panette joke uses his Google. I can't believe that. This is if I can say anything. Josh got robbed. That's what happened on this. The winner of tonight's Around the Bag is absolutely Joe Bartnick. Ian out there looking like Nanette. Oh, look at that. Adam Oliver taking me down saying I'm looking like Nanette. I'd look like Nanette if I had her bank account. Oh my God. Joe, congratulations. You're the winner tonight on Around the Bag. Around the Bag is sponsored by Wayne Gretzky. Joe, tell us all about a business that you want to give a shout out to.
I'm going to give a shout out to
today, please.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my dojo, my karate gym in Sierra Madre, California.
Just remember this, kids. If you've seen anything tonight, is you don't have to be smart to be a champion. Let's continue on. Josh,
or have the internet,
or have the internet. You can still have dial-up and still win on this show. Yay. Josh, can you give a shout out to a business you'd like to mention?
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to say it seemed rigged, but that's fine. I'd like to give a shout out to El Prez, where they do the comedy show, and I played today for my favorite 2 nephews.
Oh, congratulations to your 2 nephews.
Even though I lost.
And Casey, who would you like to give a shout out to?
I'll give a shout out to my cousin's salon. It's called Heroin. There's one in LA and one in New York. So if you need a cut after this, which we all do, check out Heroin Salon.
I'm planning on going to be a man again after this is all shut down. I love this. Cody Bear every night. Shout out to Walmart in Trail, British Columbia. Thank God they finally got a shout out. Just Walmart never getting the notice. Just a little business that never gets the notice. I love that. Good for you. Good for you, Cody. Give those guys a big plug. Guys and girls, I want to thank you for being on Around the Bag tonight. You're all champions to me. There's no losers, even though there was a winner. That's what I want to say tonight. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. on the West Coast, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. Hey, and if you want to send me in a question and I'll ask it. Send me in a question and I'll ask it tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. From me.